Hey friends, I'm Liz Holtzman, and you're listening to the Simplified podcast. If you're looking for a quiet place where you can filter out the noise and the hustle, this is it. Every week, we invite you to slow down and join us to explore practical ways to organize and automate the complicated parts of life so you can focus on what truly matters most. Guys, if you are looking to be the hostess with the mostest this fall, and who isn't, we've got you. We have made a hosting workbook just for you. It's the perfect place to find tips and inspiration, track your party supplies and decor collection, and dream up the most fun and meaningful details for your upcoming gatherings this fall. You can find the hosting workbook and so many others right now over at alllll.com. Depending on when you're listening to this, it's probably the end of August or right at the beginning of September. Do you know what that means around here? That basically means it is fall, aka the best season of the year. Is it basic to have fall as your favorite season? Yes. Do I care? Absolutely not. Give me all the pumpkins. Give me all the pumpkin flavored treats. Give me all the football and all the sweaters and all the chili and all the leaves and soups and hay rides. I want all of it. I am definitely in a get my home ready for fall kind of mood, and I'm ready to stock everything I need to make my home festive and fun and functional for the season. That means thinking about restocking my kitchen and my bathrooms, the indoor, outdoor decor, and heck, even my skincare drawer and makeup bag. Because the cold weather is coming for us, y'all, and I am here for it. Listen, I love a good empty story. If you have products you are loving for fall, I want to hear all about them. Leave us a comment on the Instagram post for this episode. In the meantime, I'm grabbing Laura to see what her empties are that she always restocks for fall, because I could always use a few new ideas to usher in the season in the most extra way possible. So grab yourself a PSL and let's restock our lives with fall, y'all. Hi again, Laura.
Hello.
Okay, well, it is actually 5 million degrees here in St. Louis. It feels like 116 I saw the other day, and I just have stopped looking ever since I saw that number because it's just depressing.
Well, you don't need to look because you walk outside and your body just tells you.
I don't even need to walk outside. My house is hot. Like the AC cannot keep up. It cannot keep up. So what better time to talk about fall? I feel like this might just manifest fall. Is that a thing?
If there's anything that I know to be true, Midwest girls are passionate about our fall season. It's like,
yeah,
it's the best time of year.
It's the best time of year.
And sometimes it lasts 2 weeks because like summer ends.
Yeah, you never know.
And winter starts. But sometimes we're so lucky and we get like a glorious 50, 60 degree, like 2 months of fall. Oh, I cannot wait.
I know. And the windows open and just, I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. One of the things, I know people who don't live in the Midwest probably think that we're out of our minds to be living here, but I love the change of seasons. Like at the end of every single season, I'm excited for the next one. And that happens 4 times a year. And that's so fun. We get to look forward to something 4 times a year. I don't know. I love it. I love it.
I'm with you.
I love it. Okay. Well, let's talk things that we love for fall, like our tried and true favorite things, whether you're a Midwestern girly with us, whether you love fall, you hate fall, whatever your situation, we're talking all things, some pumpkin, some not, because you don't have to love pumpkin to love fall. That's also a hot take.
Yes. Oh, I have so many hot takes. I can't wait. Let's dive in.
Let's dive in. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. So fall is coming. We're rolling around. What are you stocking your pantry or your fridge, like food wise? What is there, like a pumpkin spice coffee creamer you love? Apple pie spice. Are you stocking up on stuff before people go nuts on it? Like, what are you buying?
Yes. So actually, right after this recording, I'm going to Costco. I cannot wait.
Oh, my dream day. Oh my gosh.
And actually, I had to run into Walmart last night to get something random that someone needed the final hour before school this morning. And anyway, and of course, everything is out. And we are just suckers. Slap a Halloween or fall theme on any regular food.
And the cash nurse will buy it.
And we will buy it. It works. Yes. I mean, I saw pumpkin spice pretzels yesterday. That's a new one for me.
I would try those.
Yes. Cranberry sparkling water. Yes. Apple
Hmm.
cider donuts. Yes. Caramel apple. Anything.
Oh,
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
I think this is kind of my hot take that I prefer like the fall season for seasonal foods over the Christmas season.
Oh,
Like,
I agree 100%.
I feel like by the time Christmas gets here, we're just on a straight sugar high because
It doesn't feel as fun anymore. It's not as like novel
our
anymore.
body is hurting because we have not been taking care of it.
We have not eaten anything green
Right.
in weeks.
Right. Whereas fall, I don't know, for me,
Yeah.
maybe it's because we love like a Sunday where there's football on TV for 8 hours.
Yeah.
There's chili in the crock pot. I want to like make a pie because I have 6 hours in the kitchen. Like I am forced to slow down,
Yeah.
and that makes being in the kitchen super enjoyable for me.
Okay, you bring up something really interesting that I don't want to forget to talk about. But Emily, our girl Emily,
Yes.
posted on her Instagram stories the other day. She shared, and I wish I could remember who it was from originally, but she shared an Instagram story that was like, if you didn't have a slow summer, that's okay. Like, we're going to have a slow fall. We're going to relax. We're going to take the afternoons. We're going to slow everything down in the fall because we didn't get to do it in the summer. And that is my life right now. I won't bore you with details, but our summer has been absolute chaos, and not in like the
Not slow.
no, and not in a fun way. It's been like stress and constant moving and literal moving, and it's just been so not fun. So when I saw her share that, I was like, that is such a great reminder. Like, you can make any season what you want it to be. You know, like
Yes.
you can make any season what you want it to be. So for me, fall is going to be just that. Fall is going to be, I am sitting at the stove making a pot of soup. I am opening all the windows and sitting and reading a book. Like, that is going to be my fall. And I'm really excited about that. And I feel better now,
Yes.
giving myself permission to do that, you know, after not like seizing the summer like you read every parent tell you to do, which just is so stressful. But anyways, sorry to interrupt, but I just
No.
that's the fall that I'm having over here in my house.
I love that so much. And that reminded me of something. I think what I love about fall the most is the nostalgia wrapped around it. It just feels
Yeah.
like so
Yeah.
my grandma passed away this summer. Oh, we miss her so much. But I've been so inspired to like try to start doing some of the things that she did in her home that were special for us as grandkids, and try to like make my home that. Like that's stuck with me. And she would always have like dishes of little things like
Uh-huh.
everywhere sprinkled throughout the kitchen. So we would just like climb up on the island and just like take a little pumpkin candy or
Yep.
like
Yep.
and I mean, I won't do that all the time because then my children will be off the walls. But if I have that waiting on the counter for when they come home from school, like that's going to be so special.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I meant by slowing down
Yeah.
is doing all those things that were fun for me as a kid. And now I have those kids. Like they're the age that I was.
Yeah. Which is crazy because we're still kids.
I know.
I don't know how that's happening.
We'll always be
Yeah.
kids. I know. But it just like puts a different spin on what you want your home to be like.
Yeah.
Because now your kids are creating memories of what their childhood is going to be like. I don't know. I love it. I love it all.
And don't get me wrong, I love Christmas. I love the holiday season too, but there's such a pressure with the holiday season, and there's the spending and there's the gifting and it's so much. And I feel like fall, we get that comfort, we get that nostalgia, we get a lot of those emotions without the pressure, and it's just a little bubble to enjoy.
You're so right.
Okay, I figured out why we love fall so much.
Yes. Duh. It's pretty easy.
It's got a lot of good things going for it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Moving on. Are you like, what level of fall are you? Are you like, I'm going to buy the entire Mrs. Meyer's autumn collection from Target kind of gal? Or are you like, I'm going to put out the, tea towels and the pot holders, but like our house still is our house?
Yes. Okay.
Does fall take over your home?
So there was a time in my life when it did. And then there's a time in my life where I swung the opposite direction into minimalism. And I said, nope, we're not
Nothing.
doing anything but putting like some white pumpkins in the home.
Yep.
And now I've kind of settled somewhere in the middle. I think this also comes with age and realizing
Yeah.
you don't like either of those extremes. I do like treat myself with a delicious soy candle that I get for every season, just so because that's nostalgic to me. And there was a time a couple years ago, like, okay, this is my journey with fall decor. I become a new mom. It's super hard. I go to Target for some retail therapy. I buy every single thing in their aisles.
Yeah.
I come home, I put it up in my house. Christmas comes, I take down all the fall decor, I put it away. Fast forward a year, I open all that stuff up and I'm like, I hate all of this. Like, what was I thinking?
And also, can I add a layer of that's just a lot of work?
Oh, yes.
Maybe that makes me sound lazy, or maybe it makes me sound like the tired mom that I am, but like that's a lot of work. And then
It's a lot of work.
Redecorate
Yes.
for Christmas and then to undecorate, like it's a lot.
Yes.
So a happy medium is I'm all for it.
Yes. So now what I do is if something I see brings me immense joy and I know that next year when I take it back, you know what? I know that it's something I need to buy if I'm like, I'm never going to put this in storage because I love it so much.
Yeah.
For this podcast, I am using my favorite fall coffee mug from Anthropology. I love it so much. It stays in my cabinet all year round because I love it so much. Same with my favorite Christmas things. My favorite Christmas tea towel stays in my drawer all year round. I don't ever put it away because I love it.
Yeah. Lindsay has a
Yes, Lindsay.
our teammate Lindsay has a coffee mug that I see her regularly pull out on Zoom. I'm like, you know what? I love that for you.
I know, because it brings you joy. Why would you ever pack it away?
I love that, actually, that rule of thumb.
Yeah.
That's so good.
But you know what? I do try to make it fun. So a couple of years ago, I did like the bats up our fireplace thing, and the girls just thought that was the most magical. So if it's something my kids really love and respond to, I will absolutely do it. But you're not going to see me buying like fall themed signs or throw pillows or soaps or any of that. Like, just let's keep it simple. The less to maintain and manage, the better.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Speaking of holidays coming up, which I am not the person who's going to be talking about the holidays typically in August because it stresses me out. And I know that we have a wide variety on our team. Like we've got Taylor who is thinking about Christmas and planning her holiday jammies in July. And she loves that. And like, I love that she loves that. That stresses me out. That makes me kind of spiral a little bit. So I want to think about the things for me that are like practical to prepare for the holidays to stress me out less when they get here.
Oh, I love that.
So are there things that you're restocking for the holiday season? Like I'm making sure that we've got all of our batteries stocked. We've got like takeaway Tupperware containers for leftovers, aluminum foil, things like that. Thanksgiving cooking necessities. I'm making sure we've got everything we need. I know it's incredibly early to talk about this, again, because it's 5 million degrees outside, but I'm mostly asking what you're doing so that I can make sure that my life is together by the time we need to be there.
Oh, I love this question. And I feel like with our new house, we will be hosting a lot this fall.
So fun for you.
And you too, with your new house, you will be hosting your parents too.
Yeah.
So something I learned from my Aunt Jan, who used to like host all of our stuff. She was the queen of making sure that like every single time they would get like takeout, she would save the containers. She has a whole drawer in her kitchen. And it's just the best way to send guests home with leftovers.
Because you don't feel bad about
Yes.
taking it as a guest. You don't feel bad about giving it as a host. That's so smart.
So smart. So yes, for sure, take out containers for leftovers.
Yeah.
We also like to make sure like the guest bathroom and bedrooms are stocked with things that would make you feel like you're at home. Kleenex and hand soaps. Like I always feel like I'm running out of soap the moment people are walking through my door. Like so if I can back up a few months and I see like a BOGO deal, I'm going to stock up.
Yeah.
Like charging stations in the guest bedrooms, making sure there's big cozy blankets. Like we're ready just to host people in cooler months.
Yep.
And then, your normal toilet paper, paper towels, trash bags. I just try to keep my eyes peeled for BOGO deals. And if you have the space, stock up. Your future self will thank you. Batteries is a good idea too. I feel like.
Yes, especially for like kids' toys.
Yes.
And even when you're gifting toys, like I always, if I'm gifting a kid's toy, First, I always make sure to read the box and see if there are batteries included. And if they're not, I always stack them in there with the gift because as a parent, I can only imagine, we're not quite there at that stage of life yet, but I can only imagine your kid is excited to open this gift and then you don't have the right batteries and it's just the headache that that can possibly cause. I want to avoid that for my friends at all costs. So
You're the bestest friend ever because that situation has happened to me probably 4 dozen times.
I'm telling you, I can only imagine. So you gotta look out for your gals. You gotta make sure you got the batteries in there. We've got a few years before Bennett goes off to kindergarten, thank God. But I am always keeping an eye out for things that will give me peace of mind when that time comes. Emily just told me she got a Junior Track 2 smartwatch for kids and loves it. And I can't wait to try it out for our family. The Junior Track 2 is an all-in-one phone, watch, and GPS tracker for kids that is right on their wrist. With this smartwatch, kids have a real phone for calling, plus amazing safety features that are perfectly built for kids ages 5 to 12. The Junior Track 2 pairs to an app on your phone so you can manage parental controls, check your kid's GPS location at all times, receive alerts, and much more. One of the best parts of the Junior Track 2 is a fully functional phone, but it's engineered to only allow calls or messages from contacts that you add. As a parent, I think this kind of safety for my kid is priceless. Plus, I'm grateful this watch should be hard to lose for Bennett since it's on his wrist. Plus, it's super durable and water resistant, so it's going to be hard for him to break too, because I know that we have to be prepared for those rough and tumble days on the playground. As your kid heads back to school, give yourself some peace of mind with the Junior Track 2 smartwatch for kids. Visit cosmotogether.com and enter code SIMPLIFIED at checkout for 30% off a new Junior Track watch. One more time, go to cosmotogether.com and enter code SIMPLIFIED at checkout for 30% off. Guys, did you know over 80% of people have subscriptions they have forgotten about? Seriously, think of how many free trials you've subscribed to that you've probably never canceled because you just forgot. That is why I am such a big fan of Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. Y'all, we just moved, and let me tell you, moving ain't cheap. I am here for anybody who can help my monthly bills go down, and that's where Rocket Money comes in. They helped me lower my cable bill and my cell phone bill in just a couple clicks. And I am so thankful since I'm going to pocket that money and start putting it in our holiday fund because it's never too early to start thinking about the holidays. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and manage your money the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/simplified. That's rocketmoney.com/simplified. rocketmoney.com/simplified. Okay, we are, as we have established, both very Midwestern girls. We get cold here. I know we're talking about how hot it is right now, but it gets cold here, which I think is where people think we're nuts because we don't leave that cold. But I kind of love it, especially now thinking about being freezing. I love that thought.
Yes, I know. Everyone in my life right now, the Midwest is in a heat wave. It's like 120 degrees outside, no joke. And everyone is making the comment, you're going to miss this when it's winter. And I'm like, no, I will not.
I would so much rather it be -20, which it gets here.
Yes.
I would so much rather it be -20 than 120, which is what it is right now. I would 100%. Our friends who live in Florida, like several girls on our team live in Florida. No, thank you. Maybe that's a hot take too, but like,
Yes.
I don't know. Brittany is always talking about it's like 90 in February in Orlando. I'm like, no, I want to be cold. I love the winter. Are there things that you're stocking your home with now to get ready for cold? Like that's either super practical or incredibly soul-giving, like hot cocoa and marshmallows?
Okay, well, I'm not too hot cocoa and marshmallows yet, but give me like
Give me a month, yeah.
yeah. But something that I have learned over the last couple of years that I need to do once the girls go to school is, which seems insane, but I need to go through the previous year's snow pants, boots, gloves, hats, and see what still fits, pack away anything that needs to be given down to the next girl, make sure my oldest has what she needs, because that first snow, I mean, we've had snow on Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
it comes before you're ready, and then you're not ready.
And within like a day, like it's like all of a sudden it's going to snow tomorrow. It's like, oh, I have nothing. Okay.
We have nothing. So, and I always try to like stock up on some like even just cheap winter gloves, like from Dollar General, literally, just to keep those away because gloves are like socks and they somehow just vanish into thin air.
You need a pair in every coat pocket.
Yep. And so it's just stuff like that, making sure our winter gear, we're ready. For the house, I feel like I like to kind of go through our blankets. And if there's any that are getting like old, I'll donate those and I'll just make sure we've got like good, cozy blankets. Like that's how we stay warm in the winter in our home.
Yeah.
And then things like we park in our garage now, but if you don't, like it's too late once winter comes to be like, do I have an ice scraper?
Been there. Yeah.
Yes. And then you're like getting your credit card.
Yeah.
I have gotten ice off of my windshield with a credit card before, and I don't recommend it.
It hurts your fingers.
And it's just not good, and it's not efficient. The number of times I've tried to like wash my windshield to try to, oh my gosh, I just have so many stories.
I will sit there. Oh my gosh. I lived in Chicago, like in the city for 10 years. And so I remembered like sitting in my car trying to get to work and literally spending more time. I think at that point, I'm sure I had an ice scraper, but spending more time trying to like wash the ice off my windshield than it would have taken me to just scrape it because it was so cold and I just didn't want to.
We learn our lessons, don't we?
Yeah. Do we? I don't know. I still do that stuff. Yeah.
One thing I'm going to do, though, this year is try to think back to what has really annoyed me in the past with winter. Like, for me, it's sloshy snow mush entering my house. And so what's the solution to fix that? So when that pain point arises, it's not going to be a pain point. So I think I'm going to do some like boot shoe shelf thing right in our garage. Then it just, everything stays in the garage. Nothing even enters the house. So I got to figure that out before winter comes.
Love that. Speaking of that, I make sure I'm always stocked up on Folex. That is not sponsored product placement, but we'll link it in the show notes. But it's that like you can get it on Amazon, carpet cleaning spray or upholstery cleaning spray. That and our little green machine or whatever that's actually called, the thing that everybody was going nuts over at Prime Day.
Oh, the Bissell.
The Bissell. Yes, thank you. Because we track in so much dirty snow and mud and just gross stuff in the winter. And even just on carpets, on everything in here, it's so nice to be able to just get that stuff out. I go through Folex like crazy. So I want to make sure I've got that all stocked up.
That's a really good point.
And I also I have learned this from the Simplified team, but at Simplified, we use our notes, our Apple Notes for so many things. We use them for all kinds of things. And I have started doing that in my family, with my husband, with my mom, with we just have shared notes. And so David and I have a shared note for holiday. We have a shared note for like almost for house stuff. So when it comes to wintertime every year, I'll just jot notes for things that we need to stock up on for next year that I don't necessarily want to buy right now and spend the money to buy right now, or I don't have the space to store right now. So I will always look back at that note from last year and see, okay, what did we run out of last year, whether that's like salt for the driveway or things like that. And I just make sure that I update that at every season and make sure that I know going into next year what I need to rebuy. But I love having that shared note with David because we do a good job both updating it and it's really helpful.
So smart. Love that.
Okay. Before we get to like the actual holidays, there's another holiday called Halloween.
Oh.
And I am really excited about it this year because I get to decide what Bennett gets to be for Halloween. And I have dreamed of that day for so long. And I don't know what he's going to be yet, but there are a lot of contenders. So arguably my favorite part of Halloween is the candy. I don't know if anyone can disagree with that. I would have some serious questions about you if you didn't agree with me on that one. But do you guys in your house, do you keep Halloween candy? First of all, do you buy Halloween candy early or do you procrastinate and buy it at the last minute? And do you throw it all away like November 1st or do you munch on it the whole season?
Okay. Candy cannot stay in our house because I buy it the day of trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
Which is like Oh my gosh, it would be gone. It would be gone.
Because of you or because of the girls?
All our whole family.
Okay.
Yes, all the Snickers would be gone because of me, because I love a Snicker.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
But we actually do something. We actually don't trick or treat in our neighborhood. We go into town to our friend's house who kind of has a house right in the best neighborhood. And so we go to their house for a Halloween party. We trick or treat with them in town. So actually, we don't really have to buy a whole lot of candy.
I didn't even think about that because
Yes.
for those of you who don't know, Laura kind of lives out in the boonies.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think about that. So you don't really have to prep for trick-or-treaters, do you?
No.
Oh, wow. I didn't think about that.
So we get to do the trick or treating. So we come home with lots of candy.
Yeah.
And the girls usually, it gets all dumped out and everyone gets their favorites and we do some trading. And there's always the big pile of candy that no one likes.
Yeah.
So
like the Laffy Taffies
yes,
and the
I know,
yeah.
like the hard candies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So usually that gets all packed up and I send that back to school with Alex so he can give it to teachers or his secretary can put it in her little bowl.
Love that.
So we are a very much like, some people don't keep ice cream in the house because then they would just eat a whole gallon every night. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of, we've learned that we just can't keep it in the house.
That is very fair.
November 1st, I'm always eating like extra vegetables, like thinking like it's going to cancel out
Counteract.
the 24 fun size Snickers I had yesterday.
Totally is how that works. I'm positive. Oh my gosh. Okay, this might be my favorite actual part of the holidays is indoor decor. Do you have any favorite decor you set out or anything that you repurchase year after year for indoor?
Okay, so I've already talked about the bats that I really, really love.
I found some on Amazon. I love those bats.
So cute. And then I tried to make the actual days of the holidays feel special. So like I will get really fun. Like I have these bat placemats that I love to do the day of Halloween, but then they're not out for like weeks and weeks and weeks. Like then the day is super special. And I do the same thing for Thanksgiving. And then I am just a huge fan of real pumpkins in the house. Like I'll go to the pumpkin patch and get tiny little white ones.
Me too.
And they'll go in my kitchen. They'll go on our mantle. And then the girls can paint on them. And then like we can use them as an activity later before they go to the farm. I like doing that over buying fake ones. I don't know. That's just kind of how I've always been. What about you?
I have a mix. We put pumpkins everywhere. Trader Joe's at fall time, and I know this is like pouring salt into the wound for those of you who don't have a Trader Joe's near you, but Trader Joe's at fall is just like heaven. All of their fall stuff, food-wise, is just so fun and special for me. I don't know why. It's just fun to go and look. But they have really great natural decor, if that makes any sense. So I go there for little pumpkins that are so reasonable rather than like a pumpkin patch just because it's just they're a lot cheaper. They have fun, just like florals.
Like pampas grass.
Exactly. Storage for me has always been a problem. So I love the decor that, I hate to sound wasteful, but I love the decor that I can get rid of at the end of the year and I don't have to find a place to store it and organize it. And with pumpkins, you can find great ways to get rid of that, isn't going into a landfill. You can throw that out into here in the Midwest, we've got plenty of cornfields.
Yes.
You can find things to do with it. So I love that kind of decor, and Trader Joe's is kind of like my mecca for that. So I will pick a day, usually the beginning of September, and go and get pumpkins. I will go get the pampas grass. I'll go get, indoor flowers. I'll go get all that stuff. That's kind of my favorite way to decor.
And then I don't know if we're going to talk about outside.
Yes, that's perfect. Let's talk about outdoor next, because outdoor is actually...
We talked about this as a team. So Lindsay just bought a new home. And apparently they make faux mums that will look gorgeous on your porch all fall long. Because if you don't water those babies, they will shrivel up and die.
Yeah, they don't like that very much.
So I don't think I'm going to go faux mums, but Lindsay is. So if anyone listening
she'll be
thinking,
our guinea pig.
Yes. But I love the colors of fall. I love like the marigold and the purple mums with mixed with my white pumpkins. Oh my gosh.
I just love fall colors. Yeah. Mums, there's nothing better to me than a mum. And I will water my mums because that's how much I love them. And if you know me, that's a big deal.
I'm not ready to go to the faux side, but if anyone listening wants gorgeous mums all fall long.
We have a guy here. I don't even know what his name is, but I have him in my phone as the mum guy. But he is a local farmer, and in the fall, if you text him and give him your address, the Sounds so creepy, but you give him your address and tell him how many mums you want. He will hand deliver to you these giant, and what color. You get to pick your color. These giant planters of mums for like $20 a piece, which
Oh,
they are like Costco size for $20. They're huge. And he's a local farmer and I love supporting him and he's the nicest guy. But every fall I text my mum guy and I ask him to deliver some mums to my front step. It's the best little treat. It's so fun.
I love that so much. I need to find a mom guy.
Need to find
in
a
my
mum
area.
guy. Yeah. I also want to try this year. I saw on Instagram these cute little like ghosts for your doorstep that use like a tomato cage. Have you seen?
What?
I feel like this is kind of going around because I've seen a couple of different people do it. But you use like a tomato cage, like the. Do you
Yes,
know what I
to
mean by
grow
that? Like
tomatoes.
the
Yep,
like the cone shaped, and you kind of tie it at the top to make it a little pyramid looking thing, and you put a styrofoam ball at the top, and then a sheet, and you can add some gauze and make it kind of cool, and put like little twinkle lights on the inside, and then it's this little ghost that you can put
I'm
on
trying
your front
that.
step. I know. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to Michael's and get some stuff. Yeah,
Brittany on our team like hangs witches hats from her porch ceiling.
they're
I want to
so
try
cute.
that
Yeah.
too. Like,
Actually, that reminds me, when we were kids, my mom would make these little ghosts that hung in the tree. So she would take a little craft styrofoam ball, kind of like the size of a baseball, and then
yes.
she would get old white sheets and cut them up and use twine to kind of tie the sheet around the ball, like around the neck kind of.
Yes.
And then make little eyes with Sharpies and would hang them in our trees. And it was so cute. And we have a great tree
Cute.
now that would be really cute.
Okay, I'm loving this. Okay, it's fun to have a new home. So everyone here listening knows that Liz and I both moved this year. And that's like a whole thing, figuring out how to like decorate a new space and where things fit.
Yes. Lindsay and I were talking the other day because she has been settled in her new house she moved a couple months ago. So, and she was like, I'm just so excited to decorate. I'm like, I am really overwhelmed, to be honest with you. Granted, I still have boxes everywhere, but figuring out where everything goes is so overwhelming. Like, I don't know yet. So not at the fun part yet of getting excited about it. It feels a little daunting to me. So if decorating for the holidays also feels daunting to you too, I'm with you. I understand.
Sometimes you got to live in a space for a while to figure out where,
Also that.
what it needs, you know?
Yeah, that's very true. So maybe next year will be my big year.
Love that.
I love that. Okay, it wouldn't be an empties episode if we didn't talk about skincare and makeup. So as we transition to fall, what are your skincare must-haves? Are there any makeup products or colors that you use in the fall, especially? Also, cold weather and dry weather is a real thing. And how are you combating that? How are you preparing?
Okay, I love this. Okay, so I'm kind of trying something this fall season that seems crazy.
Oh, do tell.
I think this is the season that I'm going to embrace brown again. I feel like for so many years, I'm like, I've been a black and white girl, black, white, and gray.
Yep.
And I recently did this quiz, which told me what my colors are. Have you ever done that?
Okay, no, but I want to so badly.
Okay, well, it's basically like it looks at your hair color and your skin tone and your eyes, and it tells you what shades of colors look best on you. And I found out that I'm a warm autumn, which, hello, doesn't that?
Hi.
Duh. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's so true. Like browns and creams work so much better with my skin and my hair than black and white. So I've started like making clothing purchases that keep this in mind, but I think I'm ready. This is the crazy part. I think I'm going to go back to a brown eyeliner, and I have been a black eyeliner girl. Yes, and I just want to see if like what that does to like my eyes. I'm really excited. And
that's really fun. You'll have to keep us
I'm
posted.
excited. I don't know, because I've been a black eyeliner girl for like a decade.
Yeah.
And like 2 decades.
Yeah.
Like
forever.
since I started wearing makeup.
Brown eyeliner. I love a brown eyeliner, to be honest with you. I gave up black a long time ago.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with me. I have
No, nothing is wrong with you because black is just the thing. But like for me, I always thought that black eyeliner looked so harsh on me. So I
uh
switched over to brown and it's just softer. It's,
duh, of
yeah,
course. Yes. And
it's just less
I don't know.
harsh.
It took me a while to get there, but I'm excited.
I can't wait to walk through this journey with you.
I know. Ooh, I'll have to show up in brown eyeliner at next team meeting and see if anyone noticed. And then hydration for our skin.
Yeah.
I really love this beauty counter line I'm using now. It's called Counter Time, and they have a night cream that is thick.
Oh, I love
Thick.
that. Like thick
And
C.
yes, yes. And my skin just drinks it up in the wintertime. So
Oh,
I if I
love that.
start that kind of now, like my
Yeah.
winter skincare routine,
Yeah, you got to get ahead of
if I
it.
started
Yeah.
early, and it's not just your face, like I have this like
Everything.
coconut shea butter, like the giant jug of it in my bathroom that I just like lather it all everywhere because your
Yep.
skin just gets so dry. And I just placed a huge like bulk order of my favorite sunscreen for my face because I feel like in the winter we think, oh, we don't need
forget.
SPF.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you need it even more because the sun reflects off that snow
Yeah.
and it's bouncing right back into your skin. So just be
Oh,
prepared.
that's a good reminder. Thank you for that. I am an Aquaphor like ride or die. I
Oh,
will put Aquaphor. I have jugs of it everywhere in my house. I do it on my lips. I do it on my cuticles. I do it everywhere. If I'm in January where my face feels like it's gonna flake off,
yes.
I will put Aquaphor straight on my face, which I know for
Yep.
is probably making some of you cringe out there thinking of all of that pore clogging, but sometimes my skin just drinks that up. But other than that, I don't change a whole lot in the winter. I still do my Cetaphil. I still do all of my normal products. I just make sure that I add a little bit more lotion and stay on top of moisturizing and making sure that my lips crack so bad. My lips burn in the winter, like sunburn. So I have to make sure that I'm still using SPF on my lips in the winter because for some reason they like to burn more in the winter than in the summer. I'm not sure why that is. And like the wind and all that stuff. So I make sure I keep those very well hydrated. Also, this is an old thing my mom used to do, and I have started doing this, but I will slather. I will get those gloves from the Dollar Tree we were talking about. I will slather at night. Not every night, but when my hands are like painfully cracking dry, you know that feeling. I will slather them with Vaseline or Aquaphor, just lotion, whatever. And then at night before bed, do that and put the gloves, cheapo gloves on over them so that my skin just like it doesn't get rubbed off in the night. It just soaks in this
I have
lotion.
never thought about that. How smart.
Really? Oh, I do it
No.
like probably once a week in the winter. And I have one pair of those cheapo gloves that stays in my nightstand and I wash them after I use them so, they don't get gross, but I use them specifically for that. You can do it with your socks, like with your feet too.
Oh, I do that with socks. I just have never thought for your socks for your hands. I love it.
Yeah, my mom used to do that and I always thought she was nuts going to bed with gloves on her hands, but but now I do it. Also, that's how she got me to stop sucking my thumb when I was a kid.
Moms are the best. They're so smart.
They're really smart. I know. I don't feel like I'm
Smart cookies.
smart enough to be a mom. I feel like I don't have that wisdom yet, but maybe Bennett will feel differently.
It's coming. You gotta cut yourself some slack.
Very true. Before we go, we have to do rapid fire because
Let's do it.
it's fun. Okay. 4 questions for you. Are you ready for them?
Okay. Yeah, I am.
Okay. What is the thing that signals to you like, it's now fall?
Oh, okay.
I know what your answer is going to be.
Football on TV.
Yep, I knew that's what you were going to say.
Okay. But like it's all the senses. Football on TV, leaves are starting to turn, and there is a crisp in the air when you have to go back in the house and just grab a sweater or a sweatshirt because like I'm gonna be chilly.
Yep.
Like I cannot wait for it.
There's nothing better than that. Okay, when, in your opinion, everyone will be different. Everyone will have a different answer. But when, in your opinion, is it appropriate to start decorating for Halloween?
I'm an October 1st Halloween girl.
That's fair. Okay. What is your favorite cozy fall cooking recipe? What are you making on Sunday?
Chili.
Yep.
Chili.
All day long.
And then all the toppings. I mean, oh, all the toppings. It's like a taco bar with chili. It's
Yep.
it's
Yep.
the best.
Yep, 100%. I arguably think that I have the best chili recipe. I don't mean to toot my own horn, and I don't do that very often.
You put something special in it.
I put pumpkin.
You need to post that on Instagram.
I should post that on Instagram. Maybe I'll put it in my stories when I make it for the first time this fall.
Yeah, or when this episode comes out.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. It is the best, I swear to you. Everyone who has my chili, again, I'm not usually one to toot my own horn, but everybody who has my chili says it's the best chili they've ever had, and I concur.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, what is on your fall bucket list?
Oh, all the fall things, but something that I am specifically excited for is the town that we used to live in has an incredible outdoor market. It's called State Street Market. It's in Geneseo, Illinois, if anyone is near listening. And there's like hundreds of vendors, like from food to handmade things to clothing.
That is so fun.
It is so fun. And I think my girls are kind of older now and they enjoy like the shopping experience. And I'm not pushing anyone in a stroller anymore. And it's like a family friendly fall day and there's a brewery close by, so we'll always go in and get like a fall ale, and it's a great fun day with friends too. So that is something that is already on the calendar. If anything comes up, sorry we can't be there. We already are doing we're
busy.
It is definitely happening.
That is so fun. Okay, Laura, well, thank you for indulging me in talking all things fall, and hopefully we stop sweating soon and can start putting out our pumpkins.
Oh, it's gonna be here before we know it.
Blessed. Please.
It's fall, y'all.
It's fall, y'all.
We're ready.
We're ready for it. Okay. Bye, friend.
Bye.
Okay. How much fun was that? I swear my favorite episodes of this podcast to record are when Laura and I just get to chit chat and talk about things that we're using in life and share them with you, our friends. It's so much fun. I love her idea of saving takeout containers for leftovers at the holidays. What a smart idea. I'm absolutely going to start doing that. And probably will do that like all year round and just keep them in a big Tupperware in the basement. I'm totally going to do that. That's just genius. All right, y'all. Let me say a blessing over you as you get ready to get back to your day. When the sun sets a little earlier, may you find more time for rest. As the crisp wind carries colorful leaves on the breeze, may your heart be warmed by the home you created. And above all, may the upcoming season be filled with all your favorites, the rituals, the treats, and the people that you love the most. This is the part of the episode where we usually give you a little tip you can tuck in your pocket and take with you. So, here's what I've got for you today. Guys, if you could do one thing right now to help yourself later, let it be this. Go ahead and restock your spice cabinet with all the spices that you'll need for the upcoming holiday season. If you are the one who bakes the pumpkin pies at Thanksgiving, get you some pumpkin pie spice or restock your cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, because let's be honest, the stuff that you used last year isn't nearly as good as it was last year. If you bake peppermint chocolate cookies at Christmas time, go ahead and get some peppermint extract. Taking a quick glance at your pantry and filling your cart with any of your fall pantry essentials is going to take a weight off of you when the holidays are here before you even know it. Hey, thanks for listening to the Simplified podcast. You can find show notes for this episode over at alllll.com for more info on links and resources I mentioned here, and you can shop the entire collection of Simplified planners and products. You can also follow me on Instagram at Liz M. Holtzman and on Substack at lizholtzman.substack.com, where you can follow my journey in work and being a new mom. You can also follow our brand at Simplified for tons of simplicity tips and inspiration to get you through the day. Make sure you give us a follow so you can be part of all the launch week fun coming up in a couple weeks. We cannot wait to show you what we have up our sleeves. Thanks for being here, you guys. If you want conversations like this every week, click the follow button on our show wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you liked what you heard today, leave a review. That helps other people find the show too. That is all I have for you today, you guys. Be sure to tune in next week for more simplified goodness. Just a hint, it may or may not be about football and snacks, but mostly snacks. Until next time, I hope you have a great day.